Okay, down here. Okay, so I got my OBS Studio still working on setting it up, and I got my month, day, year all set up the way I want it. Let's go to the desktop. My stream. Let's check my audio on my stream over there. Oh, I don't have it. Forgot to unmute the preview. Oh, okay. It's yellow and it keeps doing that. Oh, that's the other thing I was thinking about changing. Yeah, I was going to go ahead. I've got the bits per second set on 4,000. I want to set it down some. I think that might stop that problem there. We'll see. But yeah, so now my file name is Don Bishop OBS Studio 0204-2019. Oh, I forgot to take off the other. I was keep debating about, I want, the longer it is, the more it gets cut off when I upload it to YouTube. And I actually would like to have the time on there to help me organize them. But if I name them, as to what's going on, like I have with these others, then like that one there, I'm sure, I don't remember what got cut off. I think pretty much I think it got cut off. Whoops, that went away. But anyway, the numbers is where it got cut off, somewhere in there. But yeah, I like that a lot better. And see, my simple stream recorder, I did it pretty much the same, except for I forgot to change those dots to something else. You could actually put the colons to let you really know that that's time, but then some programs don't work well with that. Some programs don't work well with dots in the file name either. So I was saying that a while ago. But anyway, now I'm happy with that part. But what I forgot to do was, and I can't do it while I'm recording or streaming. I'm trying to remember this stuff, and I wasn't going to start a stream until I was actually ready. Is my on my output, see the bit rate is 4,000 kilobits per second. And actually, you could have, oh no, they have, well, you can say encoder, use stream encoder. I'm going to leave that the same. It's just way too complicated it's not going to be of any real benefit. And I can't do more than really what I'm doing. I can't do MP4, which is a little bit better quality, not a lot different, but sometimes you can see a difference. But anyway, I think I need to change the bit rate. I think maybe it would, my stream's green now, it's okay, but it used to always start out green and stay green and very seldom go yellow or go bad and go red or something. But it's been always starting out yellow for a long time now, a month or two. Oh, I did change the keyframe to 4 instead of leaving it on auto because that's what I thought I needed. Now, that's the other thing that could affect that. I put it on 4 because that's what I had to do a long time ago to get it to work right, to get rid of that problem. You would think that auto would be good enough, but it wasn't. Back on the old previous versions of OBS, I actually, 4's the max you can do. When you do it on an auto, you don't know what, it doesn't show you. You don't know what you're getting. But, yeah, those are the two things, is the keyframe interval in seconds and the bit rate. But YouTube says now that it takes 3,000 to 6,000. And it used to be less than that, but they're up to 4K video now, so or they're shooting for it or getting ready for it or whatever. It's in there. It shows that it'll take it. I see people always commenting that it doesn't work when people that shoot in 4K, but say you're not really getting 4K. But anyway, but I am on my output. See, it says rescale output. The wizard, when you set it up OBS, it set mine to 2,500 on the bit rate and 1280 by 720, something like that. A bit less. Well, let's see. No, you can't look at that while it's recording. But I'm going to hit cancel so I don't mess anything up there. So anyway, I'm still working on making sure, trying to get everything tweaked out with that. But it is streaming. And I want to be able. My next thing will be I want to be able to get my automatic updates turned back on in Fedora 28 here without updating this though until they get the bug out of OBS Studio and that version 22. That's what I figured out that was a problem. It just so happened I was changing a lot of things in my scenes and I thought I had broke something. So it took me a couple of weeks or more to figure it all out. Well, I mean, I went back and forth on trying to figure it out, but I spent 3 days or more the first time, and then this time it's been a week or more Took me about a week to figure it out. Well, you know, I didn't work on it every day. But anyway, okay, so that's where I am now. And see, I changed my file name formats from just numbers only, and I never did like having the year, you know, in front. I just can't read it that way. I want month, day, year. Usually, when I'm doing stuff, I don't bother to put the, you know, the full year 2019. I'll put 020419, and I may still do that because that right away shows me that's the date, and then the 4-digit number is hours, minutes, and seconds. So I may do that. Well, I have to do it right this minute. Well, then when I think of things is when I have to do them, though, or else I'll forget. Oh, let's go ahead and go over to my YouTube page while I'm still making a stream here. And, oh, forgot. I went ahead and turned on, okay, so I have camera 1. I'll wave here to see how it's a bit behind. Got camera 2. I want to make sure everything works. So camera 2 is working. It's a bit behind right now too. Well, I've got so much going on. I'm not surprised. Oh, it's way behind. Okay. Let's see what my system resources. Ooh, OBS is really working hard. I'm going to have to. Probably should turn off camera 2. It wasn't doing so much. Well, now it went back down to about what it's been doing. And plus, I'm running Simple Stream Recorder because I want to get all my setting changes and all that while OBS is not running. But I can't just keep pushing the machine either. And there's cameras 1 and 2. And yeah, they're getting a bit behind. And camera 1, when I was running it all by itself, wasn't so bad. So that's the best thing I could do. So I guess I'll shut down this stream here in a second, and then yeah, I'll go ahead and shut it down after I go through all this, and then I'll do the. I think I'll close the browser. That's just more for the machine to do. This quad core with 4 gig of RAM can't do everything under the sun. Okay, and that was 1 in desktop. Here's 2 in desktop. Tablet I don't have plugged in. The endoscope I do. It's not frozen or anything. You have to put something under it that moves to know whether or not it's frozen. But that's my battery out of Cam 3 that was all swelled up, and it's been setting out of the phone. You know, I think no, it's still swelled up enough you can see it. It was probably a bit bigger than that, but I decided it was too dangerous to use. And in case it had decided to spontaneously combust or something while I was asleep, I put it in an old coffee can, something that wouldn't burn. Of course, still, if it really did that, it would. Well, I figured it'd wake me up. I'd have it in here because I thought if I put it in the garage, it might burn the house down before anybody knew it was happening. But anyway, I don't think it would, but I'm not. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I put it in something that's not, not flammable. And I don't think I'll be using it. I think I will test the voltage on it. I did look it up and I found out what the pins are on the battery and stuff. I actually was looking up how to run the phones without. That's me in the Cam 1 and the USB, Cam 2 and the USB. So I found out the pin out on the on the battery or the pin in on the phone, whichever way you want to look at it. So, and what it would take to run the phone off of, just the adapter, the USB adapter. And you can do it, but, then it's stuck to a wire. So, not a lot of scenarios where I would want it to, I'd really rather have a battery. But the battery, I paid $15 for the phones, and the cheapest battery I saw was about $16. So, and they're about 3 or 4 years old now. Well, I've had them for 3 years or 4 years, and they were, 2 years old models. I think when I got them, that's why I got them so cheap. But anyway, yeah, I think I will go ahead and shut down this stream and turn off the unplug the endoscope. That really works the machine. The USB, any USB cameras works the machine. That's one thing I realize now. I don't like what the problem I'm having right now. The audio and video, the lag, the latency, and the Wi-Fi, just the conditions change constantly. So sometimes it works okay, sometimes it's terrible. But I wouldn't be able to do more than one camera. I've already known that for years. I can't do two USB cameras at once. So I couldn't. My endoscope's USB. That's the only way it works. But so USB, and I don't have a new. I have two old USB cameras, webcams. But so these phones, using the phones over the Wi-Fi, is actually the best way to be able to do it with the machine I got. So anyway, the battery went bad. So I was doing my lapel mics on that phone 3, and so can't do that now. So I've got the lapel plugged straight into the computer, and that way, if I want to, I'm wired, and can't just go anywhere, but I can go about 15. I can go anywhere in this room, about 15 feet away from the computer. Oh, now my stream is red, gone bad. It still works, but it could quit. It could just stop. So I'm going to go ahead and get out before anything gets any worse. Probably just because the machine can't keep up. All right. But I'm still recording on the simple stream recorder.